Hi guys! So this is a 6th grade art project for the next 2 weeks. As you can see, it's called Line-Filled Designs. What you're going to do is you're going to be creating only using lines on a piece of paper to create areas of value and shading by only using lines. So with the examples that are up here, you'll notice that there are different areas, but each of the areas doesn't look the same. It's because each of the areas have lines drawn in them about the same distance apart, creating an illusion of there being separation in those areas. So each of these lines in these areas are going different directions. So what you want to do, or what you're going to be doing, is you're going to be creating a picture, very basic outlines with, let's go ahead and say we have 7 areas. Okay, so 7 different areas that you're going to have, such as this. We have a line area for a foreground shore, a tree, a lake, a mountain, another hill, a sun, and then we have a background. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas that we have with the lines. You're just going to do a basic outline of each of those areas, and then you're going to fill them with lines that don't go the same direction as any of the other shapes. You will notice we have one area that does not have lines in it. These others, there's lines in all of them, but I will give you one area, not your biggest area, to not have any lines in them. Now, let's show you real quick how to do this on the board here so you get an idea of what to do. Okay, so on a regular piece of paper, all you have to do is you have your regular piece of paper here. All you're going to need to do is create 7 areas. So we have 1, technically 2. I'm going to do again another area up there. In this case, I'm going to have a cloud. So I'm now up to 4 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have hill going over this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'm going to let you guys get away with 5 areas. 5 areas. Remember that? Okay, so 5 areas is what you need to do. And I'm going to add another one because, well, it's me. So I'm going to actually, kind of like what I did over there, have another area go up like that, and then cross. So with this, you do need another tool, a ruler, okay? Because your lines need to be straight in each of these areas. So I'm going to start with this area down here in this corner. So I'm going to draw straight lines up and down until I fill the area completely up. Notice that my lines are going the exact same direction. I'm making sure that I'm making those lines straight up and down, filling in the area. Also notice they're about the same distance apart. I didn't measure it, but visually I kind of know that they're about the same distance apart. Okay, another area. I'm going to go up to my sun, or maybe it's the moon, and do lines straight across. Remember, you can leave one, not biggest, space empty. So I'm going to choose maybe the cloud. I'll leave the cloud as not empty. Now I have my moon up here. I now need to do my background back in behind it. So I'm going to do an angle going this way with it. Skipping over. Try and keep my spaces about the same and the same distance apart. Notice how I'm trying to keep my lines going in the exact same direction on each one that I put in here. Careful with how you're doing your lines. Make sure they're going the same direction every time until you fill up the area. Okay? Now I have 3 more areas down here that I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch the direction again. This time, I'm going to go this way with them. In this area. Keeping them going the same direction and keeping them straight. Now I have this angle kind of going here. I need something to go into this one that's not going to be the same angle as these two. So I've done up and down over here, done straight across over there, I've done this angle and this angle. So I can actually do something that's just a little bit off angle. So I can do something, let's just start right about here, and do an off angle going like that. Oh, I didn't make a very straight line there. Notice it's not the same angle as any of the others. It's going a different direction. And then I can do the same thing for my water area where it's an off angle. It's not going really sideways, but it's not going at a 45. And I want to try to make sure I keep my angle the same all the way throughout the whole thing. Taking time to make sure that my lines are straight. So there you go. You can leave one smaller space clear, but all the rest of the spaces need to be filled with lines. Okay? Straight lines. I know I played around up here, but I ran out of different styles of lines. I would prefer they all straight lines using a ruler. Okay? I did this very quick for you. As you know, I kind of have a tendency to do that to show you examples, but I need something very straight. This is going to be due in 2 weeks. Paper at home, pencil, ruler, straight edge. Doesn't even have to be a ruler, just something with a straight edge on it that'll help you draw your lines. Okay? Send them to me using Office 365. If you have questions about the project, go ahead and email me. Like I said, you have 2 weeks to do this project. It's a pretty simple project, really, but it lets you look at how to use lines to create space. Can't wait to see them.